Look at this. Beef so tender it falls apart just by looking at it. This entire pot only uses 3 ingredients. Beef, a ridiculous amount of black pepper, and red wine. But after 3 hours of slow cooking, the meat becomes so soft you barely need a spoon to break it apart. Today I'll show you how this 600-year-old Tuscan recipe works and why it turns tough cuts of beef into something incredible. For peposo, which means peppery, you don't use fancy cuts. This dish was made for tough cuts, cuts full of connective tissue and collagen. If you cook them fast, they're tough as nails, but give them 3 hours of slow cooking love, and they turn unbelievably tender. Here we got about 3 pounds of beef chunk. And we're cutting it into big rustic chunks, no tiny cubes, big pieces about 2 inches. After 3 hours in the pot, they'll fall apart anyway. Now the wine. What do we use? Chianti, of course. Let's start by browning the beef. Get the pan nice and hot, and don't crowd it. If you pack the pan, the meat steams instead of browning. So work in batches. High heat, let it build a crust. Peposo, a recipe that goes back to the Renaissance. Brickmakers building Brunelleschi's cathedral would cook it slowly in their clay ovens while they worked. Simple ingredients, slow heat, food built for hard work. Look at that. That's the color we want. Dark, caramelized. Smells like a proper roast. Now everything goes into the pot, and we deglaze the pan with some Chianti to pull up all that flavor. Now watch what happens when the wine hits the pan. Because that right there, that's pure flavor. Into the pot, together with the beef and the deglazed wine, 2 crushed cloves of garlic, then peppercorns, and don't be shy here, 2 generous tablespoons. Now the Chianti, pretty much the whole bottle goes in. Then another big spoon of freshly ground black pepper, because peposo literally means peppery. And that's exactly what this dish is about. Finish with a drizzle of good olive oil. Put the lid on, and now time does the work. 3 hours, not 2, 3. Low heat on the stove or 285 Fahrenheit, 140 Celsius in the oven. And once it starts cooking, leave it alone. After 3 hours, the meat basically melts. In the meantime, we'll make some Tuscan beans. Simple ingredients: cannellini beans, a little onion, sage, marjoram, thyme, and rosemary. Olive oil, onion, cannellini beans, sage, marjoram, thyme, and rosemary. Then they just simmer slowly until they become creamy on their own. Nothing complicated, just time. Alright, the beans are ready. And the peposo is done. Look at that color. Dark, deep, almost black. Moment of truth. We'll sacrifice this big piece right here. Let's see if we got that spoon tender beef that we have seen before. You barely touch it and it just collapses. That smell of black pepper and wine, unbelievable. This isn't beef anymore. It's just like butter. Let's plate it up now. Peposo in the center, creamy Tuscan beans on the side. And there it is, Tuscan Peposo. Beef, black pepper, and red wine. That's it. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, hype it up, and let us know in the comments what you think of Peposo.